Alright guys, so as many of you may know, Subnautica is an underwater survival game, widely known for its alien environments and unique survival experience. But many of these environments, specifically the biomes in the game, is what today's video will be focused on. Now these aren't just going to be any other biomes, but they're going to be specifically the unreleased concept biomes I'm going to be showing you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so the first biome we have is the super jet streams. How the biome would work is it was a network of really fast streams in the water that could supposedly send you or your submarine to an unknown place or even damage you with flying debris. As for the depth of this biome, the concept alone suggests, in my opinion, it would probably be in a deeper part of the planet, but I could honestly see it being in a shallow area as well. And for what it means by sending you to an unknown place, I honestly have no idea. I would rather imagine that it would send you, like actually fling you somewhere in the map, or it would send you to like some kind of sub-biome maybe. Either way though, the concept definitely is interesting. So next we have the black field. This biome was supposed to be a big terrain that would spew out an ink-like substance to make your visibility lower, and it would supposedly make you vulnerable to collisions and also being attacked. What the fauna that attack you are, I'm not entirely sure, but it does mention that certain creatures, possibly one creature, thrives in the ink. It never revealed what creature that was, but if I had to guess, it might be something specific to the biome. And as for how deep it is, I'm gonna guess maybe a few hundred meters. The biome also appears to be like dark and cloudy with some smoke coming out of craters in the ground. I'm assuming that's what spews out the ink. But other than that, that's pretty much the specifics. Now this next biome is an interesting one in my opinion. It was supposed to be called the Cyanine Rocks, and it would act much like the legend in Greek mythology, where you would have to pass through the rocks, and when you would try, the two rocks would collide together and crush any ship that would pass through, and the only way to really get past was to quote-unquote fool it. Now what I'm guessing it means by fooling it, in the actual myth, the way it was solved is a man named Jason sent a bird through the cyanine rocks to test if it would collide with the bird, and when the bird went through, the rocks started to go together, and once they had collided, immediately once they started returning back to normal, the ship started to pass through before they could collide for a second time. And if I had to guess how deep down it is going to be, I'm going to assume it's probably close to the surface based off of the actual myth and also just the picture itself. It looks like it's pretty close to the surface. I'm not sure where it'd be located though. Moving on though, we have the fourth biome, which was supposed to be called the Pillars of Silence. The way this biome would work is it was a massive field full of sinkholes in the ground that spewed out acid. Anything that got caught in the acid would melt to bones within minutes, and the bones would be suspended in the pillars. It also mentions, however, if you can find a way to withstand the acid, you can actually go into the sinkholes and find some sort of treasure or even some sort of creature down there. Now this brings up a lot of questions like, was there originally going to be a specific creature or like a specific sub-biome meant for the sinkholes? And also, was there going to be some sort of suit that would, protect you against acid? But based off the concept art, I think this biome, it looks pretty deep down. It might even be a sub-biome like connected to another biome like the Lost River or something like that. But if I had to guess, it'd probably be a few hundred meters down. Finally, the last biome we have, possibly even the most popular of all the biomes in today's video, is going to be the single cell landscape. How this biome would work is it would be a completely pitch black area with a single entity that covered the entire floor of the biome. If any light source was turned on, it would react violently to it. The concept art also mentions to turn on the light at your own risk, suggesting that there might even be some sort of way to use light down there conservatively. Since something like this would be very interesting, I'm assuming it would probably be its own area. I don't really see it being underground. It is possible though. I'm assuming its depth is going to be anywhere from 300 to 900 meters deep. One more thing, since the entity covering the ground is so big, I think it might even be considered a Leviathan class creature or maybe some sort of really giant parasite. Either way though, the Subnautica devs were definitely ambitious when it came to their concepts. But with all of that being said, that pretty much does it for today. There are other unreleased biomes out there. If you want to go do your own research, the best place I recommend to search is the Subnautica official wiki. Either way though, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna head out, so goodbye.